Series and Cylinders Bodybuilding with your host, John Livia, bringing you the best bodybuilding content in social media on YouTube, on Rumble, on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, on Google Podcast. I think those are all my platforms. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are everything. But anyway, I'm here right now to clear up some rumors and speculation that's floating around in the bodybuilding world with some reason and rational thought. Okay. As everybody knows, Saturday night was the Arnold Classic, and Arnold Schwarzenegger made this huge announcement saying that next year he's going to raise the prize money to $500,000 to the winner of the Arnold Classic, which means the prize money in general is going to get greater and greater at the Arnold, which I think is a great thing because you're going to have more and more people apply to do the Arnold because everybody's going to want a piece of that money. You know, if the number one guy is going to get 500,000, the number two guy is probably going to get 350, give or take. The number three guy is probably going to get 200, give or take. The number four guy is going to get 100, give or take. The number five guy is going to get 50 grand, give or take. I mean, that you're going to get paid, right? So I think it's fantastic. Arnold has always been a great ambassador of support of the sport, rather. He's always supported bodybuilding. And this is why he gets so much credit in bodybuilding, because no matter what he did, he never left it. He always ran the Arnold Classic, and he was always a fan and ambassador of the sport throughout his political career, throughout his acting career, and whatever other endeavors he's had in the world. He's never left bodybuilding, which you have to give him his just due, right? But the Arnold Classic will never surpass the Olympia for one of two reasons. Now, actually, for two reasons. Sorry. The first reason, the Arnold's not set up to be a champion. The Arnold is invite only, and there's no rhyme or reason to who gets invited. You give your application in, and they pick who they pick because I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. As a matter of fact, the Arnold Amateur, the winner of the Arnold Amateur, gets a direct invite the next year to compete in the Arnold Classic. You didn't even do a pro show yet. You're in the Arnold Classic. You could have not done a show for 5 years, put your application in, and you can get chosen. Or you could be the reigning Mr. Olympia and get chosen. Or you could just have turned pro and get chosen. We don't know what the credentials are. I don't think there's any credentials. I think it's probably who the biggest draw is going to be out of all the people that apply. Okay. The Olympia, on the other hand, is set up so that the winner of the Olympia is the greatest bodybuilder in the world. You have to win a bodybuilding contest to qualify, including the Arnold Classic, or you have to break the top 3 in the Olympia to get invited back the next year. There's no point system anymore. They got rid of that 2 years ago. That's it. That's how every sport basically sums up who the champion is. You beat the rest of them, and you come to the big game, and whoever wins is the champion. The second reason is, do you really think the IFBB, Jim Manion and Tyler Manion, are going to let that happen? The Arnold Classic is still under the IFBB, and you still have to make it to the Olympia. And one of the ways is you're going to have to win the Arnold. So by default, it's never going to be better than the Olympia. Okay? The only way you're ever going to get the Arnold to be the number one show in the world, and the winner of that number one show is the champion of champions, is if he breaks away from the IFBB. And he has nothing to do with the IFBB anymore, because the IFBB will never let that happen. Right? So let's say he breaks away. Let's say he goes, you know what? IFBB, screw you. I'm starting my own league. Well, that's happened in the past in so many words, in so many ways, right? If any of you are old enough to remember, Vince McMahon started what was referred to as the WBF back in the, I believe it was the late 80s. He invited all these IFBB guys to come and compete in the WBF. And he tried to make it very theatrical, and he offered them more money and so on and so forth. And what did the IFBB do? Well, if you go over there, you can't come back over here. And after the WBF left and went out of business, all those bodybuilders that came over here, they would enter the contest, but didn't do very well. The IFBB will remain the only people on the block, and the Olympia will be the only championship contest on the block, period. End of story. Now, could the Arnold be a bigger attraction than the Olympia? Oh, definitely. Probably already is. I mean, this guy's got things going from, Thursday to Monday in Columbus, Ohio. It probably is a bigger attraction. It's set up to be a better attraction. We're going to invite the people we want to see. So if the IFBB were the NBA, let's say, right, the Mr. Olympia would be the NBA championships, and that would be the real champion of all the teams of the NBA. And the Arnold would be like the All-Star game, the biggest attraction. And that's really where it's going to lie. I don't care if Arnold offers $1 million to the number one guy of the Arnold Classic. It's not going to surpass the Olympia as the number one show. It's just not set up that way. And as long as they are under the IFBB, The Manions will never let that happen. Period. So I hate to burst your bubble, guys. But even though I actually like watching the Arnold because they have a lot more going on, they have the strongman, and the Arnold strongman is probably, it was fantastic. They have powerlifting, they have arm wrestling, they have MMA, they have all kinds of stuff. And the Olympia tries to do it too, but the Arnold does it better. So the Arnold can be a better attraction. It could have better theatrics. It could have better stage presence. It could have better lighting. It has live stream, free live stream, right? Doesn't matter. The way it's set up, the Olympia is the #1 show in the world and always will be. That's it. Anyway, I thought I'd just put that out and give everybody a little bit of rational thought to digest. And don't forget, tomorrow, Anabolic Academy, and make sure you tune in on Muscle Talk, which will be on Thursday, and you will see who won the Arnold Classic preview. All right, guys, listen, like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.